welcome to Art Attack, the show that proves you don't need to be an expert to be a great artist. What's an art attack? Well, these are art attacks we're gonna have today. Take a look and don't be afraid to try them out yourself. An art attack that will help keep your room neat and tidy. A giant art attack from an ancient place in the East. How to use highlights and shading in your paintings. Create a moving picture. And a helpful hint from Vincent van Coconut on how to care for the environment. Are your parents always reminding you to tidy up your room? Well, I have a great art idea to attack a messy room. Want to hear it? What I have here isn't just a brightly colored truck. It's also known as a storage trunk. I call it the truck trunk. What could be better than a truck to keep all your toys or art attack materials and creations? You can keep rolls of paper, drawings, and cardboard. And here in the driver's cabin, you can put smaller things like markers, pencils, and paintbrushes. It's really easy to make. You need 2 cardboard boxes, one that's about this big and another that's smaller. And this is how you do it. First, cut off the interior lids from the top of both the boxes. So your boxes end up looking like this. Then, tape up the lids at the bottom of the box securely, so the contents won't fall out when you store things in them. Cover one side of the small box with a good amount of glue. Then, stick it to the bigger box to form the structure. This will be the driver's cabin. This will be the trailer part of the truck. Our truck seems to be coming along. But it's missing an important feature that makes a truck, well, a truck. That's right, it's got to have wheels. Take a cardboard and 2 bowls of different sizes. With a pencil, trace its circumference twice. The bigger circles will be the back wheels, and the smaller circles the front wheel. Then, cut them out. Glue the wheels to the side of the truck, like this. Wait, don't start the engines just yet. What's a truck without some body art? Get ready to custom paint your truck. Draw in all the details with pencil. Use a ruler and start with the front glass, which is called the truck's front windshield. Draw in some grills, and give the truck headlights. When you're done with that, draw in the windows on each side. Here, the entire cabin will be painted turquoise blue and red for the trailer. Remember, you can use any color you like. The bumper could be silver, just like a real truck. The wheels will be painted black, and use some grey for the details like the mirror. The frames of the windows will be black, and light blue for the glass windows, like this. Use red to paint the headlights, and yellow for the color of the lights. To keep within the lines you've drawn, it will help to use a thinner brush for painting the details. The grille will be painted with grey, black, and finally, add some silver. our truck trunk. The windshield and the windows are colored light blue to create the visual illusion of reflective glass. Outline the edges with black permanent marker to give it a better finish. And have a look at this. You can put in locks on the lids of the boxes to keep the lids closed and the content of your truck trunk safe. These locks are easy to make. Take a small piece of cardboard about this size. Stick two smaller pieces, one on each side, making sure there's a gap in the middle. Then glue it to the lid. One here, and one here. To secure it, use a strip of cardboard or an ice cream stick and glide it through the gaps. There, the lids are secure and they won't open so easily. Now I think I want this to be an Art Attack truck. So I'm going to personalize it by making a sign for this truck. Take your own personally designed logo and stick it over a hard cardboard, like this. Cut it out, then outline its edge with a black marker and stick them to each side of the truck. Now, if one truck trunk is not enough for you to store all the things you want in your room, then maybe you'll need more trucks of different models, like a friendly looking ice cream truck. You can raise the screen off the window to buy your ice cream. The headlights here are made of bottle caps. And what do you think of the brightly colored design on this truck? There's some shadowing in crayon. It's a really striking truck. Maybe it could match the colors in your room. Make it look really cheerful. An Art Attack that helps you keep your room neat and tidy. Now it's your turn. Try it yourself.
Vincent Van Coconut here, home designer for the Islanders. The truck trunk also becomes a colorful ornament to brighten up your room. Let's look again at how to make a truck trunk. Take two boxes, a big one and a small one. Cut the interior lids away. Secure the bottom and join them to form the structure. To make the back wheels, take a bowl and trace its circumference twice on a cardboard sheet. For the front wheels, use a smaller bowl and do the same. Cut them out and glue them to the bottom of each side. Draw in the details. Paint the driver's cabin and the trailer any color you like. Paint the wheels, the mirrors, the glass windows, the headlights as well as the grille. Let the paint dry. Then outline all the details with black permanent marker. Highlight the windshield and windows with white crayon. If you like, you can take your own personally designed sign for your truck and glue it to the sides of the trailer. Look! I've made my own truck to help keep my room neat and tidy. It runs by solar energy. That means it uses energy from sunlight to work. Come on, truck, let's clean my island. Why aren't you moving, truck? It looks like I'll be cleaning my island all by myself, I guess.
Our Art Attack artist Alex has a big wish. He wishes to travel around the world. He still hasn't got his wish, but instead, he's inspired to make a big Art Attack. Try to figure out where he puts the protractors. Wow, the Taj Mahal! Alex must really want to travel far, because the Taj Mahal is a grand historic structure in India. Did you notice where he put the protractors? There he is placing them. He's made them the domes of the towers. I wouldn't have thought of that. Quick thinking, Alex. Have you ever thought about how places change according to the moment of the day? A beach doesn't look the same in the morning and in the afternoon. The colors look different, and so do the shadows that are projected. Today you'll learn to work with lights and shadows of a beautiful sunset, and you'll see how the drawing changes. Draw a picture. To see clearly the effect of light and shadows, try not to draw the different elements of the picture too close to each other. Paint in the background first. For a sunset background, start with yellow. Now you have to decide where the light source is coming from. Here. This is where we'll draw the sun setting. Since the sunset is an orange-yellow color, use those colors to highlight the sky. Have the entire scene tinted with those tones. White will help you get these wonderful undertones. See? Use a bright pink for the upper part of the big elephant. Also for its head and trunk. Use the same color to cover a little bit of the treetop. Now, finish painting the big elephant with violet or a dark purple. Also paint the little elephant like this. It doesn't matter that the colors you use are not realistic. You may notice soon that your painting is starting to look even more interesting. Now, mix some yellow and orange paint to highlight the outlines of all the elements in the drawing that are on the side of the setting sun. Do you notice how the three elements in the drawing look different because of the light coming from the sunset? But how do we color the areas that don't get any sunlight? Now we need to project in the shadows. Use the darkest color in your palette for the shadows. Start with the shadow of the tree that's cast onto the ground. And then the shadow of the big elephant that falls in the opposite side of where the sun is. The same goes with the baby elephant. Its shadow falls on the ground in front of it because the sun is behind it. Then use some pink to highlight the shadows. There we have a peaceful scene of the sunset in an African savanna. Now look at the lights and shadows used in this picture of a galloping horse. On this side it receives light, so the shadow is projected over here. And what about this boy at the beach? Can you tell where the light is coming from and where the shadow has been cast? Set the mood of your drawings by playing around with lights and shadows. And don't be afraid to try it yourself.
I love to watch the blue sea turning golden as the sun sets. You know, there's a pretty little coconut tree rooted on the island in front of mine. She looks prettier at sunset. Look, with the lights and shadows technique, I made a work of art especially for her. Look how our shadows project together on the water and the sun highlighting our silhouettes. Don't we look perfect for each other? Even more perfect if we were on the same island.
Yo ho ho, land ahoy! We're sailing through some dangerous waters between giant waves and multicolored fish. Look, I spotted a dolphin, following me on my journey. And the sun will be my guide as I travel from east to west. Would you like to create a picture that tells your story with more than just images and color, but with movement too? You can become the captain of your own ship. Well, in this case, captain of your own picture. Let's give it a try. On a piece of rectangular cardboard, draw the sea surface. Draw in many waves. They'll help to give the idea of movement. Draw in all kinds of fish of different sizes and shapes. Design any fish you want. This fish will have really huge fins. Add some waves here. Add some puffy clouds in the sky like this. On the right and on the left with lots of spirals. Take a smaller piece of cardboard and draw a dolphin. Draw it really curved to give the idea that it's jumping out of the water. Now draw a ship with 2 huge sails. Use a ruler if you want to draw it a bit neater. Draw 3 portholes and decorate any way you want to. Then draw a really round sun with lots of rays. Keep the little drawings simple because you're going to have to cut them all out to add it to the big picture. Here is the background of our picture. And here we have cut out 3 simple elements that will help you sail around the world. The ship, the dolphin to keep you company, and the sun to guide you. Now let's add them to the picture. Now you have to decide where the dolphin will be swimming. Draw a curved slot to mark the dolphin's path. Then choose which wave the ship will sail on and do the same thing. Finally, it's the sun's turn. Now put a little plasticine behind the cardboard and with a pencil, make holes following the curve of the slots that you have just drawn. This makes it easier to cut the slots. The ship will sail along this curve. But don't rush into that just yet. First, we need to give life to the sea with lots of color. Let's paint. Get different shades of blue. Use a light blue for the ocean. Paint the sky with a dark blue so it doesn't blend with the sea, like this. Sea animals will be painted with bright and eye-catching colors. Once the paint of the bottom of the sea is dry, mark little waves with white, like this. Paint in some details for a better finish. Outline the figures with black permanent marker. And then shadow with crayon. Work on the dolphin, the sun, and the ship the same way as you did before. Try to give the drawings depth and texture. Enhance them in your own way. Give highlights to the lights and shadows of the drawing. Make the sun look radiant. A few details in red. A white spiral in the center. And finally, a little orange. Our three figures look good. Here's our guiding light, the sun, our faithful friend, the dolphin, and our trusty vessel, the ship. Now here comes the important part. Place the sailboat on some plasticine and make a hole in the middle with a pencil. Like this. Do the same thing to the dolphin and to the sun. Then puncture 3 small cardboard squares and you'll end up with these. Now you have to match the hole in the ship with the slot in the picture. Use a paper fastener with a flat pinhead to attach the ship to the picture through the slot. Press down on the front and turn it to the back. Open the fastener to secure it. And here is our square cardboard that will allow you to move the figures easily. We are ready to navigate. But what if the picture of your story is more of an everyday scene? Here's a boy in a park. He throws his frisbee and his dog is about to catch it. Woof, woof. Pick any scene you want and make a moving picture that can tell different stories. Now it's your turn to give it a try, and we'll see you again with more ideas when you get your next Art Attack. Bye!